can I just say one thing firstly? I love the name Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat.
Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel in partnership with sharpbetting.co.uk, your home of betting tips and analysis on boxing, football, basketball, horse racing, and a few other sports as well. So please do check out the guys at sharpbetting.co.uk. But we are here, Danny, for boxing, of course, some world title action on the Canelo Skull undercard in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Badou Jack back in action, and he is facing Noel Mikaelian. So yeah, cruiserweight contest, WBC belt on the line. Take it away, Danny. What is your final prediction as Badou Jack takes on Noel Mikaelian?
I'm going to go Noel Mikaelian on points. I think Badou Jack, 41 years of age now, must be one of the best promoted, best managed fighters in boxing. How he keeps finding these, don't want to say easy world title shots, but certainly forgiven world title shots at this advanced stage of his career. And it's been a great career, no doubt about that. But I think the time now is up. Mikaelian, whilst he's no world beater, no boogeyman, he's a decent fighter. Actually ran Maris Briedis relatively close back in 2018, which was a very good version of Maris Briedis. And at 34 years of age, you'd think he's got a bit more left to offer than Badou Jack. Obviously, both men very inactive. Mikaelian had a lot of promotional issues, I believe. Jack just sort of holding out for the big money fights. Both in a shared bit of form in a younger Makabu in their last outings, but I fancy Mikaelian to get this one done. Maybe some question marks over if the fight's close, what's way is it going to go? Badou Jack always had very good relationships with the people in Saudi Arabia, although more so I think with the Amir Abdallah and Prince Khalid, the previous sort of benefactors as opposed to Turki Al Sheikh. But I think that notwithstanding, I'm going to go Noel Mikaelian in points.
Yeah, very interesting. Great analysis, Danny, as always. It is an interesting one, I think, when you look at it and think, I mean, I don't know the whole intricacies of it, but, has Badou Jack been reinstated as the champion? Like, I know he knocked out Makabu in a fight, by the way, at the time. I thought he was going to lose at that time. I hold my hands up and say that. Looked quite good in that and ended up getting a stoppage. At the end, that was what? Well, that was over 2 years ago now, February 2023. Obviously, then Mikaelian won the belt in the interim. It is a tough fight to call. I believe the bookies have it bang on a 50-50, kind of both around 10 to 11 or whatever it is. So that's an interesting one for me. Our partners Sharp Betting are the same. They do have it as around a 50-50 as well. So I can see why. And I'm actually judging off the Makabu form. I think that's what you have to. And given the age factor and a few other things, I'm going for Mikaelian to get the job done here as well. But equally, it wouldn't surprise me if Badou Jack did get it done. I think that, I suppose he's grown into the cruiserweight well. Badou Jack, must have, here, looking back at it now, I must have killed him to make super middleweight. But yeah, I think I'm going to go Mikaelian to get it done. But to see him stopping Badou Jack, I don't think so. I would go points as well. Very close, but I think Mikaelian will get the job done and just give him the nod. Is you're going with Mikaelian, as am I, both going points. Kind of like I suppose two questions to follow up from that, Danny. First and foremost, can you see why it's a 50-50? And does it make sense to you that it is so close? And second off, if there's going to be a stoppage in this fight, do you think that it's more likely to be Mikaelian or Badou Jack?
So hard to know. I can see why it's a 50-50 because there's just so many unknowns. I mean, what version of Badou Jack are we going to get? How good is Mikaelian really? The Makabu wins the best bit of form in his record, if you're not including a good fight with Briedis, but Makabu was shot to bits there. Makabu was shot to bits against Badou Jack as well, if we're being honest. So I can see why the bookies have it a 50-50. Who's more likely to get the stoppage? Maybe Mikaelian, and that would be if Badou Jack is just completely done. But if this was a Badou Jack who was still struggling to make 175 or 168, then those weight cuts take more out of a fighter in age than a fighter who's just old but at a weight they're comfortable at. So maybe his durability, his punch resistance, even at an advanced stage, might still be there. So I don't see a stoppage, but yeah, if there was to be one, you'd maybe say more likely to be Mikaelian. But at the same time, a Badou Jack stoppage obviously not out of the question either.
Yep, bang on, bang on. I was debating whether or not to back Mikaelian to maybe even force a late stoppage, but I'm kind of judging, just kind of thinking about how trying to play out the fight in my mind and kind of looking into the future a bit. I agree with you. I can't really see a stoppage here, so who knows, mate? That probably means that someone will get the other person out of there within a couple of rounds, knowing yours
Without
and
a
I's
doubt.
predictions
Without a doubt.
sometimes.
Without a
So
doubt.
yeah, if you're watching this, just avoid what Danny and I have said, and you'll be fine. Nah, Danny, appreciate that as always, mate. Enjoy doing these videos with you guys. Let us know in the comments your thoughts on this fight. Who is leaving with the WBC World Cruiserweight title around their waist? Is it Badou Jack or is it Noel Mikaelian? Like the video, that subscribe button if you're not doing it already. Follow us on all socials as well. And Danny, appreciate you joining me, mate. Speak to you again very soon.
Cheers, mate. See you later.